Hi, everybody. I would like to just continue with my spirit teachings and inspirations, video number 13. This is part two. I am reading in my newest find, very happy, hold on, Light from Silver Birch, which was compiled by the Medium's secretary, Maurice Barbanel. And these are the last teachings before Mr. Barbanel passed in 1971, I believe. I did start this video, but the chapter I was reading called Why Were You Born? It's so filled with information. I didn't want to make the video too long. So I'm breaking it into two parts. I will link the first part in the description below. So what I talked about in the first video was really just about how we come to this physical world to have our spirit quickened, that the energy and the vibration of the spirit realm is a lot faster and lighter than our realm, which the physical realm now, which is dense and sluggish and moves at a slower vibration, vibrates at a slower rate. We come here to learn. We come here to progress. That's clear. A lot of people talk about that. I understand that. But the way that we learn, because we've chosen to come here, yes, we have, we've been placed here for a reason, is through the hardships. It's through the darkness. It's through the problems, the dramas, the traumas. That's when our spirit gets galvanized. It gets fortified. It gets stronger. It builds. Silver Birch had a lovely passage that I read in the last video, just about if you think about gold or diamonds in the rough, in the ground, how it takes this immense pressure and chaos to form this precious metal, this precious gemstone from the pressure, from this intense weight that is put upon it, and it emerges this shiny, glistening new substance. It's been transformed. That's how I try to think about this physical realm. In the first part, he also spoke about, Silver Birch also spoke about the natural laws and the spiritual laws. And the natural laws are always in effect. It's always about reaction. There's always a reaction to an action, right? Cause and effect. So you always have to think about what you're putting out into the world, about what you're doing, how you're treating people, how you're treating yourself, what you want, how much help you're giving. And I believe we definitely get what we give out. So I try in this calling that I don't think about this as a career or a profession anymore. It is a calling that I feel myself and a lot of you out there have been tapped by God, by the Creator, to be of service and to be the voice of the spirit realm here in the physical realm and help them be of service to humanity. And that's what we're doing. And I know the more help I try to give people, the more I try to guide people to the door to walk through or help them plant that seed. But they have to nurture that seed on their own and they have to walk through the door on their own. We can't really make people see or awaken. That's their job. So I think it's really up to us as spirit workers, whatever we're doing, to just guide people and help people as much as we can. And then it's up to them. It's all free will. But the more help I try to give, I feel the supportive spirit on my back. I feel them all the time, helping me so I can help them. That's really how I think about this. That's the natural law. And then you have the spiritual truths, which are just love and compassion and striving towards perfection and evolution. And we will get there. We're not here to have a perfect life. We're here to evolve and we're here to move through the darkness into the light. So that's where I just want to pick up, because he was talking about the spiritual truth and how they're always available to us, but we have to be ready. So I will pick it up from there. Okay. So in terms of the spiritual truths, you would not be interested in the things of the spirit, which are your eternal possessions, the only enduring and abiding realities until you are ready to receive them. So you have to be tried and tested, just as the steel has to be tested and tried. The steel, he was also talking about galvanizing the steel, and you put it in intense heat and it becomes stronger. Okay. You have to suffer. You have to endure provision, perhaps ill health, some crisis that will touch your soul, that spark of the divine, and begin to fan it into its beautiful flame. There is no other way. It is only in darkness that you will find the light, only in ignorance that you will gain knowledge. Life must be a polarity, or if you like, a duality, in which said action and reactions are equal and opposite. Okay? Thus, we in our world have to wait patiently until your spirit, your soul, is ready. You say in your world that you may not lead a horse to water. You may lead a horse to water, excuse me, but you cannot make it drink. That's like I just said. That's really what I was talking about. That we can't make anyone awaken to the spiritual truths that we all are here to learn and to progress. And it's through the darkness and through the ignorance when we awaken that we see the light and we see the truths. Right? That's the way you get there. So it is a duality. It's going to be good. It's going to be bad. It's going to be joyous. It's going to be heartbreaking. That's life. We have to take what we can from these lessons and evolve and progress and move forward and go out there and help other people. Like I said before, this is not a perfect life. It's not meant to be. We all have our own personal trials and tribulations to go through, but we have to get through them. It can get hard when you're on your knees and you cannot take another step forward. You feel life is really pushing you down completely. Just move into your spirit, move into your essence, and just sit with it, and you will feel the peace. You need to start feeling at peace to allow the spirit world to inspire you and to support you and help you, and you will feel this push from the spirit realm, from your guides, from your loved ones in spirit, from the upper realms, from the divine realm, from God, that you will stand up and you will take one step and then you will take another step. I have found in my journey, I don't think about taking 100 steps forward. I just take one at a time and I keep going. Think about that one step you need to take if you're really emerging from this darkness or this really dark place, this bad place, and take a step out a little bit into the light, right? Darkness cannot exist if we shed light on it at all. If we shine light on anything, it starts to look better. And that can be as simple as saying, I will get through this. I will survive. And you will always survive, right? Whatever happens in this physical realm, your spirit is eternal. It's infinite. It's indestructible. And when the time comes for us to leave this mortal coil, this planet, this life that we're leading now, your spirit will return home to the spirit realm unscathed, educated, progressed, and evolved. And you will continue to evolve and you will continue to progress in the realm of spirit. That's striving towards perfection. But I've been told that also in the spirit realm, there is no perfection except the creator, God. And we're all, whether we're incarnated into the physical realm or back in the spirit realm, we're all striving for that perfection, trying to reach that perfect being of love and compassion that holds no malice inside. And it's just life. So you have to just keep taking those steps and realize that nothing can touch your spirit. Your spirit is perfect and nothing can get to it. It's all this. It's all out here. The problems that you're letting sort of fester in your mind, and you think about them, and you get on sort of like this hamster wheel where you just keep going, thinking about the problems. Try to think about a solution. There's no point of just focusing on a problem. It's not, because you cannot get out of this loop. Okay, we are where we are. It stinks and it's not good and I'm not happy and it's uncomfortable, but how can I fix it? What step can I take to resolve all of this? And there's always going to be a solution. You just have to focus on the solution, not the problem. Okay. And I believe the last part I want to read is, yeah, it's not so long. Okay. So you have to be ready. And then Silver Birch says, I have a longer experience than all of you. It gives me greater appreciation of the perfection of the natural laws that encompass us all and ensure that provisions are made for everyone. We are all provided for. We are all taken care of. Okay. Then he says, and I do like this part. That's where I want to split this into two videos. I am puzzled sometimes when I visit my friends on Earth who have knowledge and I see them worried and anxious. The knowledge is their foundation, which should assure them that no harm or injury can befall their eternal spirit. So it's what I just said. Um, those with knowledge should be living in the light and never fear what the morrow will bring, what tomorrow will bring. There is nothing in your world that you need to worry about. You have within you the armory of the spirit, the divine potential which you can utilize to help in any emergency or crisis that comes your way. There is no problem you cannot solve by calling out on the power that is within you and appealing to the power that is outside of you. Okay, that's all I wanted to read. So give me a thumbs down. Why is that? I don't like this new Facebook, this new Zoom AI. So, like I just said, no reason to be afraid. We will prevail. The human spirit, us, or any spirit, will always prevails. It's pure love. It's pure light, right? So, think about the foundation that you're working on, right? And think about what you're working towards. Spiritualize yourself. Go within, go into your spirit, study spiritualism, use the 7 principles of spiritualism to help you in life. I use them every day. Whatever you need, you don't have to do spiritualism, but whatever you need to just give you the comfort and the even like a feeling like a safety net that you will always be okay. And I find it interesting that Silver Birch said that he's perplexed at why us light workers also feel the fear and also feel this the, this sort of angst that we have that can paralyze us when we know all this. But that's the problem in the physical realm. We start spinning and then we forget everything that we've learned. It's definitely happened to me in really stressful times where I just start to spin out. And then I've learned enough about myself at this point that if I just stop, focus on my breath, this feeling of peace that I know comes from within, but also from outside of myself, this feeling of peace, and then I can sort of return into this harmony. And my mind kind of goes back into this even state, which you need, right? Your mind is the enemy to all that we want to do with our mediumship, with your healership, with your spiritual evolution, because the mind is always going to say, pay attention to me, pay attention to these problems, pay attention, because it really depends how you're conditioned. And most of us are conditioned to sort of look at, half empty as opposed to half full, right? So, but you need to break these patterns. And if you move and you can utilize the power, this eternal and divine power within, and then have it be fortified with this divine, loving power from outside of yourself, you can do anything you need to do in this life. You are here to really move past your limits. There are no limits, and there definitely are no limits on the spirit realm. They're unfortunately they're kind of blocked by the limits that we put on them and what we put on ourselves. Okay, so that's the second part of Spirit Teachings and Inspirations, number 13. Like I said, I will link the first video that I did for the first part of this chapter on why you were born. But okay, so here we are at the end of the part two. Why were we born? Why were you born? What were you born to do? You were born to do everything. Why are you here? You were here to shine. You were here to help other people. You were here to help yourself first, and then go out and help others. You were here to bring all of these spiritual truths within the natural law of cause and effect, and every action has a reaction, out into the world to live your life by these laws, by these rules. And hopefully we can help others to teach them, if you channel out the light, you will receive the light. If you see your life as a blessing with gratitude, you will be blessed. And you will be able to go out and help other people, and you will become other people's blessings, right? So go out. This is why you were born. This is why you're here, is to help yourself to remove and shed all of this stuff that is just ingrained in us from infancy up until this morning, basically, and push all of it away and just move into your spirit and let your spirit guide you. I find it's very important. Try this. Do a month or so of just allowing your spirit to guide you where you feel that you need to be, or they feel you need to be. I guess it's a better way of putting it. Don't say, well, I'm being pushed to go here, but this scares me, so I'll just go back here to the safety. No, go out and test yourself, push yourself, move through the fear, and then you'll see everything opens up. And then obviously there's going to be another test that's going to challenge your fear. Keep going through it. Keep going through it. I feel I have not read this in any spiritual teachings, I don't believe, but it's how I try to live my life. Is one of my main goals is to really face my fears all the time and run towards the fear, because what's worse than fear to me is regret of not living up to my full potential. That really scares me. Not doing what I was set here to do, and not doing what my spirit, my eternal essence inside of me, not doing the things that it has set up for me to do, because it knows better than me, the human me. My spirit is wiser than I am and can see further than I can. So if I just allow that to guide me, I know that it would always take me to a better place than I am today. Okay, thank you very much. So that's the end of this Spirit Teachings and Inspirations, lucky number 13. And I will see you all soon. I wish everyone a lovely day.